Hey friends, this is Dolynny TV. I hope it's been a good American Thanksgiving for everybody involved. Obviously for us Canadians, what does it mean at the end of the day? A little free football all day if you have the day off, or if you skirt the day off because, well, hey, football's on all day. Up to you. Hopefully, if you're down in the States, it's been a great day as well. And friends, now we set up to talk real shop here at the end of the day. Obviously, this morning's video, more or less just getting some leftover frustration out from last night. This afternoon, this evening's video, whatever you saw from my car there live in Didsbury. I mean, literally just talking the court of public opinion. Not much else to talk about right now. No games tonight. Oilers not in action until tomorrow. Well, there is some stuff to talk about, and there's actually a ton of stuff to talk about, so let's get to it, friends. The Edmonton Oilers, world of hurt, we know that. Trades, they've been coming for a long time, and it seems like they are imminent. Whether it be whoever you want to name for an insider today, anywhere across the NHL, link, name to the Edmonton Oilers, and away we go. So without further ado, friends, if you are new to the channel, I consider hitting that subscribe button if I were you. Just something to do, stay up to date, see what happens with this Edmonton Oilers team as the stretch goes on. Plus, also trying to hit 15,000 before the new year. So if you could help out, that'd be great. Thank you so much. Big things to come. Hopefully, the Oilers turn this around. Okay, that said, that mentioned, let's go over here and pull up the first graphic of the night. I got 3 of these rumors continued graphics, actually. Yikes. Let's go here. First off, Oilers rumors kickstarting right here as reported on Insider Trading, that being TSN's show there in the afternoon. The internal fix for the Oilers could be calling Jack Campbell back up. So, can we take a moment to realize that, yes, that seems to have always been the plan all along. Send Jack Campbell down, get him some games, get him back in a groove, pull him back up, and hopefully up his trade value. Get that. Problem is, the situation for the Oilers has not gotten better since getting rid of Jack Campbell. It's floated, if anything, or gotten worse. So, as that said, if we're gambling our season over the next 2 weeks towards the middle of December on Jack Campbell bouncing back, I don't think any Oilers fans are going to be too happy with that. So let's move on. We move to the Chicago Blackhawks file, where today Corey Perry and Peter Mrazek were missing from practice. No news out of anybody really within the organization. A whole bunch of questions here. EJ Hradek looking at it from the outside perspective. Honestly, looking at Ken Holland drafting Peter Mrazek. Would the Hawks potentially take Jack Campbell's contract? Perry could help a weak bottom 6 guy that has some pedigree when it comes to winning hockey, right? Yeah, look at how many cup finals did he go to back-to-back years or whatever. Crazy. Okay, cool. That's where we're at. That's just do the math. A couple of things to like there. You get a goalie back. You get Jack Campbell. There's some tweets out there about hypothetical trades. Don't need to worry about any of that. But again, blockbusters, they're on the table. That's what we know, and that's what I'm reporting here in the headline of this video is blockbusters are on the table. We'll get to something I want to talk about later on. But so you got possibly all it is calling up Jack Campbell. Possibly we've got a massive move with the Chicago Blackhawks cooking up for tomorrow. That seems to be the leading theory. The reason why you'd need to wait until tomorrow, well, let's just say you got to bring Peter Mrazek and Corey Perry home with you. You finish up in Washington about the same time the Hawks finish up. You fly from Washington to Chicago, back home to Edmonton. No American Thanksgiving is complete without a trip to Chicago. Friends, you know where I'm grabbing that from, but you get where we're going here is no matter what, whether you need to complete the American Thanksgiving trip or not, planes, trains, and automobiles removed, you need to stop in Chicago to pick these guys up. So, bing bang, do that. Okay. That is the leading theory. Now we go on to the next theory here where you may have seen an old Oilers face recirculating and a whole bunch of rumors today as well. Ryan Rishaug went on a thread today, absolutely kind of dummying the Oilers situation and figuring out what are the options, where can we go, what's on the table, what's not. Well, here we are. This is what the Oilers are looking for is basically not to do anything, right? Ryan Rishaug literally saying Ken Holland cannot do nothing. So here are some things that they should be looking for outside of a goaltender and defense. We all know they need that. Any of these elements would be a positive add, continues Rishaug. Cup experience, physicality and toughness, positive locker room presence and energy. You think you got a list there? Hold on, let's go to a player like Pat Maroon. Would fit the bill on all three of these fronts. Not sure his availability, right? Again, if you've seen Pat Maroon linked to the Oilers, I'm not too sold on that. Although I have argued for it. I said, man, Pat Maroon and that Gustafson goalie guy, that'd be a good little ad for the Edmonton Oilers, given their situation. Well, again, now here's a little bit of reinforcement that it is potentially a possibility. There are others who check one or two of those boxes. Point is, Holland has to find a way to check the box, and it needs to happen now. So I could continue with the thread, but you got to remember here, why I'm stopping right there is Corey Perry also checks a couple of those boxes. As much as I hate Corey Perry as you do, you'd take him on your team any day because of what he would bring to an Oilers team that outside of Evander Kane is lacking anything of semblance of any kind of go-get-it hockey. So this is the squirrel land we're living in. Trust me, we're a loss away from me wearing the squirrel suit the rest of the season. I promise you that. Had that conversation last night. That wasn't comfortable. But let's go here and continue one more time to that thing that I was talking about at the end of the video. Let's go. Rumors continued one more time. This is something that I caught quickly on Sportsnet Central tonight on their wrap-up, Real Lack of Sports, so they had everybody on. They were talking to Nick Kypreos there, and Nick Kypreos mentioned that potentially Juuse Saros has been exposed on the trading block. Now, you listen to the Chris Johnson show, and that completely counteracts it, and according to Patrick, says he's not available. So I'm trying to piece together all this information, and I want you to look at this. So what I'm doing here, my brain's just going like this today because there's way too much to comprehend and squash into one giant blockbuster video. But again, Juuse Saros, Peter Mrazek, and Corey Perry would be, by definition of the Edmonton Oilers, either or a blockbuster. So again, that's where I'm trying not to lead you on here. There is something brewing, hopefully. I mean, we've all been talking about it for 2-3 weeks now, but this is where all of a sudden Nick Kypreos mentioning on Sportsnet Central, counteracting everything we've heard on the Juuse Saros front for the past 2-3 weeks, even as recently as today, that Juuse Saros is potentially available. So if he is, then you're all in. And when I sit down for dinner tonight over at the Harvest in Crossfield, again, another gem. If you've never been, you gotta go. Sat down, enjoyed a meal, had a good chat with a good Oilers friend of mine, good buddy as well. Simply put, for this Oilers team, you have to panic. I don't care what you think this Oilers team needs to do. No matter what they need to do it with panic in mind, because you have 1 year to save this mess. Whether you want to say this year or next, because you squander this season, which it looks like we're that far away from doing. Bye-bye, Leon Draisaitl. And the way he put it, to me, is very, very keen on how it would happen. Is Draisaitl, right, comes into this summer, available to sign an extension, goes, we got time. We're good. William Nylander's the situation. Yeah, no, we're fine. We're fine. We can talk next summer. Right? I'm not going anywhere. Why would I? I love it here, as we've heard from everybody all along. Well, just to say, all of a sudden, A, you can't afford him the summer after. B, he wasn't going to sign at all anyway because he just played you along because you wasted his time. So he wasted yours. Welcome to business. So this is where I'm saying all of this sounds like complete nonsense. And it is. But that's because that's where we're at. The Oilers are at such a desperate point. We're talking about trading multiple picks, a goaltender who's failing, and probably a prospect for a 39 or some year old Corey Perry? Lunatic land. Absolutely loony land, friends. But that's where we're at. And hopefully tomorrow we get some kind of answers on the Corey Perry, Peter Mrazek front. And hopefully we get some kind of answers somewhere along the way on any of this. Because it's going to drive me bonkers tomorrow if I go to 4:30 and I have to call up a buddy and say, hey, this is what we're doing tonight, knowing that the Oilers still have not concreted a move as of yet. Friends, I'm Tyson. This is Dolynny TV. That was I haven't done 10 minutes in how long? Sorry to waste your time on a Thursday night. Hey, Friday Junior. And guess what? Some people have Friday off tomorrow. Maybe I didn't waste anyone's time. You have a great night. I'm Tyson, Dolynny TV. I'm going to go can something else here for the morning. And then I am up on out of here.